Now, you have people who have a misconception about the vetting process, or simply the word vetting. Now, a lot of people think that vetting is just giving people information. It's just schooling. It's giving somebody's wisdom. Now, I'm going to particularly use the swinger lifestyle for the word vetting because vetting is not exclusive to swinging. You understand me? Like when you go on a job interview is the vetting process. Is an example of a vetting process because the employer wants to see if you're not only a right fit for the department, but also for the company, to see if your personality meshes well with your colleagues, with your coworkers. You understand me? And that's what the vetting process is about. It's about investigating somebody and getting to know them to see if they're a right fit for you and or for the situation. And even when you get the job, you're placed on a probation period, like what is 30 days, 60 days, 90 days to see if you're a right fit, to see if you're getting along with your colleagues, with your coworkers. Because Lord forbid that you hire somebody who's toxic, who's going to fuck up the whole morale, workers' morale in the department. You feel me? Because I don't like to use the word energy because that word has been beaten to death. But negative energy is contagious and it could bring down the workers' morale. When everybody is not on the same page, it becomes like it's like trying to drive on mud. You understand me? You're not going anywhere. Or it's like a hamster on a wheel. There's no progress. So you have to get rid of that bad seed. You have to get rid of that bad apple that's molded before the mold spreads to the other apples. You feel me? And that's what the vetting process is about. It's not just me giving you the rundown about the swinger lifestyle and about the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding about the swing lifestyle. That's part of it. But I have to watch how you move. I got to watch how you interact with people. You understand me? Because a lot of people are not a right fit for every group, for every clique, for every crew, for every event. A lot of people don't like cliques, but I don't have a problem with cliques. I am not in a clique. I'm in a fraternity called Me Fi Me. It's just me, myself, and I. But at the same time, I understand the importance of cliques because just because we're doing something similar or doing something the same, and just because we're in the same community, that doesn't mean I automatically gotta fuck with you. That doesn't mean I gotta fuck with you just because we're doing the same thing. You feel me? Just because we're in the same building, we live in the same building, on the same floor, in the same hood, on the same block, working in the same building. Hell, we could be in the same family. We could be blood relatives. We could be related. But that doesn't mean I got to fuck with you because everybody's not going to mesh well. Everybody has different personalities that either attracts or repels. And it's up to, I'm not going to say the gatekeepers. For social media's sake, I'm going to say the group owners. It's up to the group owners to vet their members because everybody got their own agenda. Everybody got their own agenda and idea of what swinging is about. And that's why you have a lot of conflict, a lot of confusion. That's why you have a lot of beefs. I'm not going to call it beefs because beef is like when it's something serious. Beef is when I see you and it's on sight. No questions, no words exchanged. I'm going to slap the shit out of you. That's beef. But I'm going to say cat fights or tantrums. You understand me? When people have tantrums, it's because the members are not properly vetted. You feel me? It's all about the money. It's all about the cash rules, everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bills, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the money. And when a lot of promoters, when they found out that you can make a little bit of chump change hosting parties and events, it's like it's like the light bulb click in their mind that they could throw rent parties or they could pay their bills, they could pay their mortgage, or whatever the case may be, to host events, and they don't give a fuck about vetting whoever come to their parties. You have group owners, you have hosts who throw swing parties. They don't know who the fuck are walking through them doors. They don't know everybody at the event, at the party. Now, there's a difference between a convention. Like if I go to Naughty in New Orleans, that's a convention. You feel me? That's like Comic-Con. That's a convention where you really don't have to vet people. You understand me? Because they have their own security and it's a business. Not only is a business, but it's open for the public. It's not supposed to be exclusive like the swing lifestyle. Like a swing lifestyle or like the swing lifestyle party is not Comic-Con and erotica. Is it erotica exotica? I think it's exotica. Yeah, exotica. Exotica and naughty and New Orleans and hedonism too and temptation and desires. They're pretty much open to the public. But, they're all inclusive once you pay your money. But it's up to the host. It's up to the host to vet their members. It's up to the group owners and the promoters to vet their members. So when somebody goes on a trip or when somebody attends your parties or your events, it's less likely that somebody is going to do some fuck shit and throw off the equilibrium of the whole party. It's going to throw off the vibe. Another word that I hate: energy, vibe, narrative, accountability, words that are beaten to death nowadays. Anyway, you have to get to know your members. The problem is a lot of people want to build their group or their social circle from the top down instead of the bottom up, which is why they don't have a foundation to stand on. When you build your group from the bottom up, you start with the foundation. Without a foundation, you don't have she is to stand on. But when you build it from the top down, it's like it's gonna sink. Because you're letting any and everybody at your events and at your parties. And then when something crazy like a sexual assault occurs or when a fight break out or even a rape happens, you don't know what the fuck is going on because you're not vetting your members. It's all about the dollar bills, y'all. As long as you pocket your money, you don't give a fuck about who walked through them doors. And because the swing lifestyle has become commercialized, it's like a lot of promoters cut corners, especially when you have promoters who look at the swing lifestyle as a hustle instead of a subculture. It is looked upon as a commodity. And, I don't like to pocket watch. And the reason why I brought up, the rent parties and, what people do with their money, whatever you do with your money, that's your business. But what we're not going to do is have you disrespect my pockets by charging. Well, I'm not even going to say charging because charging implies prostitution. It's like if I donate my money, let's say donate because technicalities is a bitch. There's a thin line between donation and charging and fees. You feel me? And when you put charging and fees on a flyer or on a plugger of a swing party, that implies that somebody's selling ass a dick. So I don't want to put that out there, but anywho, all I'm saying is don't embarrass or don't insult my pockets because you're using the swing lifestyle as a way to pay your rent and you don't give a fuck about the welfare of your clientele. Pun intended on the word welfare because, shit, the swing lifestyle, how people are using it, to get some change, it might as well be the welfare system. You understand me? But, it's not what you do, it's how you go about doing it. You feel me? And what you do with your money is your business. But at the same time, like, vet your members. Like, show people that you care even when you don't. Like, people nowadays, a lot of matter of fact, I don't remember the last time a group host or a party host or party promoters read the rules. I don't remember the last time I've been to a swing party and the host read the rules about the do's and don'ts or introductions. I don't remember when introductions were said. Introductions is when everybody at the party introduced themselves, whether they use a fake name or a real name or where they're from or an imaginary place, whatever the case may be. I don't remember the last time a party host, a party promoter read the rules. I don't remember I don't remember introductions. I don't remember any of that shit. That's like ancient history. You feel me? But everybody got a part to play. Everybody, has a responsibility to play, because at the end of the day, we're a community. And I'm like this, vetting is paramount. And a lot of people say that, the swing lifestyle is not the same, it's fucked up. It's because the group owners and the party hosts, they're allowing any and everybody at their fucking events. And it kills me when group owners say shit like that. Well, I wish the lifestyle was like how it was back in the day. I'm like, motherfucker, you own a group. You could determine who go to your parties and who you turn away. It's like people have been powerless for so long that they don't even know when they have the power, or they do know they have power and they don't want to hold themselves responsible for the fuck shit that may occur because they're looking at dollar signs. Now, once again, I don't give a fuck about what you do with your money, but at the same time, keep the integrity of the community. If you just allow Joe Blow at your party, and they're not vetted, they think that they're going to get free pussy. You know what I'm saying? They think that just because they see half-naked chicks, they're going to automatically get pussy. They feel entitled because they donated their money. They made a donation for the entry to come in. They think they're entitled. And then you wonder why, the women, they feel uncomfortable because you're creating an environment of people who are not like-minded. You have people with entitlement issues. Then you have people who want to be nosy. Then you have people who are not really lifestylers. They just there just because. They just there to take up space. They just there because they heard about it. You know what I'm saying? And it becomes chaotic. And the power is like, I don't want to use the word gatekeepers, but the power is really in the hands of the group owners, the social media group owners, and the party hosts, and the party promoters. It's all about who they allow in their events. And it's not about a newbie versus veteran thing, because you have newbies who have more wisdom and who know how to carry themselves with more dignity than the vets. You feel me? You have veterans, they've been in the lifestyle for years and they still act like they have no home training. You understand me? So at the end of the day, it's about the character of a person. And the way you determine the character of a person is vetting them by doing meet and greets. Before you could go to your first party, before I went to my first party, I had to go to a meet and greet. Now, everybody in the community, they're not going to get along. And that's why I don't have a problem with cliques, because everybody's not going to get along. Humans fundamentally won't get along. Like world peace will never happen, because you have people with different belief systems, with different principles, with different views and opinions. But the key is to get like-minded people in the same room or in the same spot or in the same sanctuary, to where they're not judging each other's kinks, where they're not judging each other fetishes. I won't judge your kink, or I won't judge your fetish, because we're all thinking on the same wavelength. We're like-minded. You feel me? And that's what vetting is about. Vetting, in the grand scheme of things, is about figuring out which person is the right fit for your group. And it has nothing to do with discrimination. You feel me? Like, if it's discrimination, if you come to me and say, "Nah, son, I want to join your group," and I say, "Sure, come to a meet and greet first," and you come to the meet and greet, and I don't like how you move, or it's not even about how I think about my views. It's about how you interact with my members, with my family, with my immediate circle. If I see that you're not a right fit, I'm not going to invite you to the event, to the party. And that's not discrimination. If it is discrimination, then we discriminate every day. We pick our friends. We pick our religion. We pick the restaurants. We pick where we want to go. We pick everything based on what makes sense or what makes us feel good or what's our preference. Like, a preference is not the same as discrimination, because I'm not discriminating against you because of how you look or because of your age or because of whatever the case may be. I'm saying you can't go to my fucking parties because you're not meshing well with my members. It's like trying to fit a square in a circle. No pun intended. You know what I'm saying? You're just not a right fit. So listen, I'm not the type of person who shames people. If people don't see that I'm a fit for their group, I'm not going to cry about it. I'm not going to cry over spilled milk. I'm going to just go to the fridge and pour me another glass. You understand me? I'm not going to cry about it. Why? Because my son loves those who loves him. I love those who love me. And I'm not going to cry and indulge in fake outrage because people think that I'm not the right fit for their clique or their circle. I don't give a fuck either way because I'm a floater. I fuck with those who fucks with me. Once again, I represent me fi me. Dig? So once again, the vetting process, let me, circle my wagons. The vetting process is when you investigate and or get to know somebody to see if they're a perfect fit for you and for your group, to see if they can add on to the experience, to the quality of your group, of your membership, to see if they're a right fit. You feel me? Or if you personally like them, you may give them a chance. You may say, okay, look, you're not ready for your first party. I want you to come to here. I want you to come to, come to a barbecue at a park or something. You're not going to invite a stranger to your house. 9 out of 10 times you won't, or 9.99999 out of 10 times you won't. But you're going to say, look, let's go bowling. Let's go to indoor race car driving. Let's go bowling. Let's hit up a barbecue. Let's go to the movies. Let's go out to eat. Let's do this. Let's do that. You do activities so you can really get to know your prospect. That's not to say that you're going to know everything about the person who you may bring into the fold, but you know what they say, time reveals true colors that can't get bleached.